heroes of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 on 131st Patriots Day. Chief Minister Nongthong Mumbirin led states in paying tributes to martyrs. MLA of Langtabal constituency, Karam Shyam, says people who are not concerned or rarely think about far future are incompetent. An Indian-born British author, Salman Rushdie, on ventilator after attack in New York. Hello, you're watching IS Afternoon English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. I'm JESSIA OINAM giving you the news in detail. People fondly remembered the fallen heroes of the Anglo-Manipuri War of 1891 on 131st Patriots Day celebration today. Celebrations were held in various parts across the state. The state-level function is being held at Bir Tikendrijit Park. Earlier, wreath-laying ceremony was held at Hicham Yaichampat in Yai School Janmasthan and Thangal General Complex at Palace Compound in Imphal East District. During the event, Chief Minister Nongthong Mumbirin led the people in paying tribute to the martyrs of the state who sacrificed their lives protecting dignity, integrity and sovereignty of the motherland. Speaking to media, Chief Minister Mumbirin said that the courage and selfless sacrifices of the martyrs in fighting the mighty British Empire will continue to inspire the future generations. He recalled that the two heroes of magnificent proportions, deeply popular with the masses, Bir Tikendrijit and Thangal General, fought gallantly against the British Empire, adding that they were hanged to death for resisting the British imperialism on this day, August 13, 1891. He asserted that the day is considered as a red letter day in the history of the state and is annually observed as Patriots Day ever since. He urged the people to always remember the supreme sacrifices made by our ancestors who fought valiantly against British colonialism and followed their path of the righteous. Former Minister and Congress leader Okram Ibobi, DGP Manipur P. Dongal, Cabinet ministers, MLAs, top police and state government officials and many people attended the ceremony.
Picture of the fiction of Manipur being Katamba, Nan Lambidamata, my tyranny, Pangana, Nan Shonatiba, Sakti Leraba, British Raja Dugi, Officer Manga, Manipurgi, Zubras, Yum the Lon Lantai, Habigi, Lantar Pamadi, Manipurgi, Ningtau, Channel launcher to Varapuki the Mukta, Mia Pikiba, Maduga Marilena, Zubras taken Brazil, Tagal General, Ken Dorga Hatiba, the Maharaj Pulusandra, Amagi, Atikaya. Andaman Nicobarda, Hadana, Jela Cross Tokiba, Adugumba, Marabumba, Mazati Bumimba, Athobusit Dugumatamasi, Manipur Yumiamna, Manipur Republic, Manipur Papana, Yamna, Salanzari Kabinamini, Mishida, like 50% from the Ishak Magidigi, Manipur Magidigi, Sakari Magidigi, Salanzari Kachori, the Holy Bangasi Birona, Makoiduna, Imaleva, Shiva, Imaleva, the Katopon of the Shona Pina before Shunu had the Messias, that third day, the Missida,
MLA of Langtabal Assembly constituency, Karam Shyam, said that people who are not concerned or rarely think about the far future are incompetent. He said the same during the launching of a book entitled Manipurgi Kori Road, the Khongjomlan at JN Dance Academy today. The event was held on the occasion of Patriots Day. 7 Kori groups organized the event. MLA Karam Shyam highlighted the benefits of reading books. He asserted that reading books expands knowledge not only about the past history but also of the possible future outcomes. He maintained that everyone lives for the future with grand expectations. He further assured to extend necessary assistance for the writers of the state. A poetry competition participated by around 7 female writers was held as part of the event.
yang ayam mahal kini dia posisi orang tunggu orang kerja kalau nak bagi jauh ini orang mampu tinggi aku itu nama ingin tunglam cekki dah macamnya tunglam cekki kan berapa itu di kanan terus sunjar dan misal kecapan ada tu ini semua orang dah niat terus suti terus ini nahdam ini takbir na ini apa main baru beren saja kamu itu bukan lagi kamu itu lain macam apa kali yang pertama pada bang boya akan jalan lagi, Manipur ini sini kan muda, semua orang sih, kerana semua semua daerah kan orang sih.
131st Patriot Day celebration was also held at DC Taubal Complex Counting Hall today. District Administration Taubal organized the event wherein Taubal DC Ahantem Subas led the people in paying tributes to the martyrs. Speaking at the event, DC Ahantem Subas urged the people to take examples of the bravery and courage of the ancestor who laid down their lives to protect the motherland. Taubal SP, Taubal Jogesh Chandra Haubujam, district level officers and many people took part in the event. Members of All Manipur United Clubs Organization Amuko, Poire Leimarol Mairapaibi Apunba Manipur and All Manipur Women's Voluntary Association Amawova also paid tributes to Manipuri heroes Bir Tikendrajit, Thangal General at the memorial located at Chairauching on 131st Patriots Day celebration today. Members of Manipur Apunba Huyen Lanlong Loop Apunba Apex Body also paid the traditional Huyen Lalong General Salute to the martyrs in honor of their supreme sacrifices on the occasion. Attendees also paid floral tributes to the martyrs. Model School at Khamnam Bazar in Takyel also held 131st Patriots Day celebration today. The event was held at the school campus. Many students and teachers took part in the ceremony wherein they paid floral tributes to the portraits of Yuvraj Bir Tikendrajit and Thangal General. Wycombe Mani Girls College Organizing Committee also observed Patriots Day at the college auditorium in Taubal Okram today. Many teachers and students of the college took part in the event. Attendees also paid floral tributes to the portraits of the martyrs. Winners of the Taubal district level inter-college activities competition were also felicitated on the occasion. Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Research Committee of YK College, Wangjing also observed Patriots Day celebration today. Ajadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav was also held on the occasion. The event was held at the college mini auditorium. Principal of YK College, Wangjing, Soibam Giri, Head Associate Professor of YK College Education Department, Soibam Birahari, Assistant Professor of Tamenglong College Political Science Department, N. Somerendra, Assistant Professor of YK College History Department, Hoipi Haukip, Assistant Professor of YK College Manipuri Department, Longjam Anand, took part in the event. Attendees also paid floral tributes to the portraits of the martyrs. A panel discussion on nationalism and identity was also held as part of the event. Members of Progressive English School Lamding Committee also organized the 131st Patriots Day celebration at the school campus today. Governing body, members, teachers, and students paid floral tributes to the portraits of the martyrs during the event. A poetry recitation event was also held as part of the event. Winners of the competition were also felicitated later. Sophia English School Organizing Committee also observed Patriots Day. School Headmaster A.K. Jugeshwar, Assistant Headmaster Okram Udoy led the teacher and students in paying tributes to the martyrs at the event. Patriotic Writers Forum, PAWF, also observed the 131st Patriots Day celebration today. Members of the forum paid floral tributes to the portraits of Tangal General and Bir Tikendrajit during the event held at Manipur Press Club in Mazurkut. Social activist Kam Birla Enterprise, Singjamai proprietor Birla Salam, POF President Nauroibam Khamba Luang, POF Patron, member, and many people took part in the event. A book entitled Imagining, written by Damodar Laishram, was also released during the event. A poetry recitation event was also held as part of the event. Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad Imphal West also observed Patriots Day today. The event was held at SK Idol School, Negrangbam, Imphal West. Attendees paid floral tributes to martyrs Yubraj Tikendrajit, Tangal General, and Mezer Pauna Brajapasi on the occasion. Now it's time for a short commercial break. We will be back with latest news and updates. Keep watching IS News.
Mongsangay Mamang Lekay Imphal West Laiba Sangay Creative ki ahang bafam khara kauzari ahang bafam sing adudi sales manager qualification BBA natraga MBA experience chahi ani gi mathak marketing manager qualification BBA natraga MBA experience chahi ani gi mathak sales executive qualification class 10 natraga 10 gi mathak experience chahi amagi mathak marketing executive qualification class 10 natraga 10 gi mathak experience chahi amagi mathak accountant qualification BCom natraga MCom experience chahi amagi mathak graphic designer qualification Photoshop Corel natraga AI experience chahi ani gi mathak printer operator qualification Photoshop experience chahi amagi mathak driver qualification class 8 amadi 8 ki mathak experience chahi ahum ki mathak craftsman class 8 natraga 8 ki mathak experience chahi amagi mathak oigadabani Phamsing asigi damak apply tawning basingna August 10 faubagi manungda masa masagi resume thajan birakpa yagani akupa marol singi damak Sangai Creative Mongsangay Mamang Lekay Imphal West phone number 708515436 amadi email ID info.sangai@yahoo.com da paw faubirakpa yagani.
Welcome back. You're watching IS Afternoon English News. Saidamkol organized Jinupipala Festival at Gurumayum Mandap in Hawamarag, Ngangom Laikai today. The event was held as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, marking 75 years of India's independence. The festival is being held as part of Julon Khela Utsav. Speaking at the event, Padma Shri Warepanaba said that Manipur is a mosaic of ancient traditions and rich cultural patterns. He asserted that the rich cultural heritage left by the forefathers has enabled recognition by the UNESCO. Manipur Secretariat Security Officer P.H. Maheshwari, CWAF Manipur Chairman Buddha Jingtham, Manipur State Kala Academy awardee Dr. L. Gojendra, and many people took part in the event. As part of the Har Ghar Tiranga and celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and completion of 75 years of independence of 75th Independence Day, the Office of Subdivisional Officer Numba under Noni District organized the Har Ghar Tiranga awareness campaign with Waklatan Come Clean Nungba campaign at Nungba Bazaar area and village today. Police medical staff of Nungba CHC, Nungba Women's Society, school students, civil organization leaders, shop owners and many people took part in the event. SDO Nungba along with various department officials also flagged off the Har Ghar Tiranga awareness campaign with Waklatan and Clean Nungba campaign. The SDO encouraged the people to participate at Independence Day to be held at SDO office campus and also appeal them to maintain cleanliness within the Nungba Bazaar area. Commemorating the 75th years of India's independence, theme as Azadi Ka 75th Amrit Mahotsav, 87 Battalion CRPF, Jiribam under the aegis of IGP Manipur and Nagaland sector organized Waklatan rally at Jiribam today. The rally aimed to motivate the local public to hoist the national flag at their respective home under the program Har Ghar Tiranga, motivating the students and teachers of the school to hoist the national tricolor. Commandant-in-charge 87 CRPF, D. Thankhalal, said the idea behind the campaign is to instill a feeling of patriotism in the hearts of people and reminiscence the contribution of those who tirelessly work for nation building. He aided in the event around 250 CRPF personnel, family members, locals and school students along with teachers from various schools in Jiribam participated, wherein national flags were also distributed to enhance and instill pride and honor for the national flag. Many CRPF officials and people participated in the Waklatan rally.
75th Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 87 Battalion CRPF under the aegis of IGPMN sector is organizing walkathon in Jiribam town. The aim of this walkathon is to instill a sense of patriotism and pride and honor for the national flag. We are doing our best and we want to encourage the general public of this Jiribam district to hoist the national flag and take pride in the tricolor. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Now we have the national and international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India is not only performing remarkably in sports that it has aced historically, but also witnessing stellar shows in arenas where the country was not known before, as he held the gutsy show of the Indian contingent, which returned with 61 medals from the Commonwealth Games. The Prime Minister hosted the Indian contingent at his residence to felicitate the players. The Indian athletes produced a sensational show in Birmingham, claiming 61 medals, including 22 gold, 16 silver and 23 bronze. Modi said the increasing interest in sports can be credited to the stellar performance of the sportspersons. He asserted that the medals won by all women athletes will inspire girls across India to join mainstream sports. Manipuri star weightlifter, Olympic silver medalist Saikhom Mirabai Chanu and CWG silver medalist Bindyarani Sorokaibam were among those athletes who were felicitated at the event. India reported a spike of 15,815 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's caseload to over 4.42 crore, while active caseload has dropped to 1,19,264. The country also reported 68 new COVID-related deaths in the past 24 hours, taking the total death count to over 5.26 lakh. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, 20,018 recoveries were registered in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of recoveries to 4.35 crore. The country's recovery rate has improved to 98.54%. Over 207.71 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Mizoram has the highest number of active cases, followed by Assam and Manipur. COVID-19 has infected over 59 crore 43 lakh, while 64 lakh 52,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 56 crore 65 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and Brazil. Salman Rushdie, the Indian-born British author, whose writing led to death threats from Iran in the 1980s, has been stabbed as he was about to give a lecture in southwestern New York State. Police confirmed Rushdie was stabbed at least once in the neck and at least once in the abdomen on Friday after an assailant rushed to the stage and launched at the 75-year-old writer just as he was being introduced to the audience. After being airlifted to hospital where he spent hours in surgery, Rushdie was on a ventilator and unable to speak on Friday evening. Meanwhile, police have identified the suspect as 24-year-old Hadi Matra from New Jersey. According to witness, Rushdie was stabbed 6 to 8 times before the attacker was restrained. Stunned attendees helped pull the man off Rushdie, who had fallen to the floor. A New York State police trooper providing security at the event arrested the attacker, while a doctor in the audience helped look after Rushdie until emergency services arrived. No motive or charges have yet been confirmed by police, who are in the process of obtaining search warrants to examine a backpack and electronic devices found at the center. Indian-born novelist Salman Rushdie catapulted to fame with Midnight Children in 1981, which went on to sell over 1 million copies in the UK alone. But his fourth book, published in 1988, The Stannic Verses, forced him into hiding for nearly 10 years. The surrealist postmodern novel sparked outrage among some Muslims who consider its content to be blasphemous, insulting to the religion or God, and was banned in some countries. Several people were killed in anti-Rushdie riots in India and in Iran. The British embassy in the capital, Tehran, was stormed. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. People fondly remember fallen heroes of Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 on 131st Patriots Day. Chief Minister Nongtong Mambirein led state in paying tributes to martyrs. MLA of Langtabal constituency, Karam Siam, states people who are not concerned or rarely think about far future are incompetent. An Indian-born British author, Salman Rushdie, on ventilator after attack in New York. That's all we have in this bulletin. Keep watching IS News.